How cute. Top knot. Thought I would. Usually I walk faster than that for check-in, but y'all do not want me to be out of breath. One time I had a professor at the University of Kentucky, and he was a big man, and it was a big classroom, and it was stadium seating, so it was like 300 people. And I don't know how the Wi-Fi is on this road, so we might. It's a closed road. But anyways, I had this teacher, and he was a big man. And he would huff and puff like I'm huffing and puffing right now, but he was teaching, and he would say, if you can't stand, because he'd had to wear a microphone, because again, it was a stadium classroom of like 300 students. He'd say, if you can't stand listening to me huff and puff in this microphone and see if that man sweat, you should leave the class now. Drop out while you can. Probably one of the best teachers I ever had. Oh, there's people in here. I thought I was talking to myself. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Stephanie, my OGs. So I see that y'all are here. Hello. So I always go on my walks and always think and always, you know. So I was interviewed recently and somebody said, Tonya, tell me the one thing you know for sure. There's a lot of things that I don't know for sure, but the one thing I know for sure, and I am confident, is that I help people escape. That's it, plain and simple. I help people escape from their life. No matter if it's been good, bad, or ugly, amazing, fantastic. I know I help them escape. And that's an honor. It's truly, truly an honor. Oh, see, the road's falling. I could have showed y'all. That's why this road's closed, because the road's falling. So, anyways, I had my mammogram today. Don't miss out on the mammogram. And I go to the mobile unit because it's easy to go into their mobile unit. Does anybody else go to those? Oh, Michelle, 100%. You're the best. So, Michelle, were you over in the Cozy Crew chat? So, yeah, that's that new chat feature. And that's one thing with me is I'm like, all day long, I'll try whatever I can to talk with readers. I'm a social person. And authors always say to me, I don't like to be on camera. I don't like to be on camera. And I'm like, well, if any authors are watching, you can always have a group and go into the chat feature and pop in. So I made that chat feature over there in the Cozy Crew. Look at this road. In the Cozy Crew. Oopsie daisies. Look at it. You can't even drive on it. It's so lopsided. And that's why way down there, you see that and that's why I walk this road. But anyways, so I tell authors all the time, even when I interview them for their, and I'm like, I don't even care what I look like. I just go live because it's no different than me popping in over at your house and saying, hey, I'm here. What's up? Because around these parts, we don't call before we come. Ooh, that's a hole. We don't do none of that. And we sure in the heck don't get all gussied up. Now, I should have put on some lipstick, but I didn't know I was going to go live. But anyways, I tell authors all the time, readers just want to get to know you. I promise. I'm just cracking up at this road. Look at that one. Readers just want to get to know. Oh, wait. just want to get to know you. They just want to get to know, they're not asking to know all your life. Something stinks. I bet there's a dead deer somewhere around here. I won't show that. But, it's important that, well, it's important for me. Look at that road. I mean, there's already stuff growing up on that part of it. It's important for me to get to know you guys. I want to know who's reading my books. I want to know if you think I'm helping you. I want you to share that with me because it keeps me going, So we, that's how I say to authors, like when I interview them, they're like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my gosh, I chat with them like 10 minutes before we go live on the record. And I say, you guys, don't, don't be shy, get on there. And I try to talk to them and let them comfortable before I start asking them questions and say, okay, I'm going to start our interview. And then I start the whole, hi, and welcome to Shooting the Breeze. Today's guest is Michelle Bernstein, because I know Michelle's on here. So and there's the road. And so I always say, and at the end of it, it's like a 10-minute conversation. And I'm like, was that so bad? And they're like, no, I actually had a lot of fun. And I said, see, go live with your readers. It's so important. I think it's so important. And I think it's special. And they're like, oh, I just can't imagine getting makeup on and fixed up. And I'm like, I don't even have on deodorant because I had a mammogram today and they said no deodorant. And I'm on here, no deodorant, no nothing. Mama, I don't have on my lipstick. And my hair's at a top knot. What was it a top knot? It's just kind of falling now because I'm walking. But I don't know. Do y'all agree with me? Do you want to see your favorite authors if they don't come on lives or at least interact? And I say to authors or other writers, there's other ways you can interact. You don't have to go on a live, just like the chat that I started over in the Cozy Crew. Our faces aren't there. It's just like a text chat with I think at one point a while ago, there was 96 of us in there chatting. And that's a whole lot of fun. Ugh. Something that's stanky, y'all. But anyways, I want to know, what do y'all think about authors? Would you like to see your favorite authors do more lives, less lives? Do they do enough? I care. I want to know, what do you want to see more of me? Do you want to see me do less lives? So this weekend, my sister and my brother-in-law are going with us camping, the first time in their camper. It's their maiden voyage. Y'all, shoo. They have bought everything. They bought electric bikes. They bought an ice maker. They bought all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, dude, y'all just need to stay home. Just kidding. I'm excited that they got one. And then we're going to pull over. I got to pull this hair back up. I'm going to hook you on the guardrail. So then, oh, look here. That's a shame. Somebody threw out a couch. That wears me out. So anyways, Mama's going to go with us. So that's exciting. I'm happy about that. She's going to go camping with us, so that'll be fun. And actually, the place we're going is not in Kentucky, so I've never been here. I honestly, I can't even tell you the name of it because I did not plan it. Eddie did. but I will. I think I got to type up one more night. So, anyways, I don't know. I think it's in Indiana though. It's honestly not too far from home. I think it's just like 2 or 3 hours from home because your maiden voyage, like my sister and my brother-in-law were taking their camper out for the first time. We for sure like to um if something went wrong, we don't want to be too far away from home. That's what's called the maiden voyage. But yeah, look, here's the road again. So currently this road is closed. And there are 3 houses on this road. And they're big houses. I mean, they're not teeny tiny houses. So this one couple that lives up here, super nice people. I've walked with them several times. They look at that. Have lived there for 40 years. And then there's another smaller house that I like because I like teeny tiny houses. I'll show it to y'all in a second. And see, the river's right there. So the river is right there. The railroad track's right there. And the water district is there. So if you looked over before at some of my videos, and if we're still on here, when we walk past, I'll show you. Anyhow, don't ask me why. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I think I wrote it in a book. Look at that. I mean, y'all. Here's my foot. Look at that. It's still got a good couple inches. But, and they try to fix it because the water company still uses it. So, connect in a hot minute. I knew y'all reconnect in a hot minute. Anyways, so they had to have the water the water districts down here. You just saw one. That's a small one, and you saw the train tracks. But the road's not falling into the train tracks of the water district. So currently, I think the state and the county and the town are all fighting over who. Hey, you little bunny rabbit. Hi, critter. Who owns what and who's responsible for what. I don't know. And so it was a pass through to go along the river and all the river towns going towards downtown Cincinnati, and it's blocked now, so you can't do that. But anyways, that is hi Stephanie. Yeah, good grief. It is a good grief. I'm like, my goodness. So a lot of people walk on here, throw trash down here. They also so I could probably take y'all up on the woods and a hike. You want to go on a hike? You want me to take y'all on a hike? Let me know. There's hiking trails down here. Normally I just walk the road because it's right here. But yeah, if you have any questions, it doesn't look like very many people are here, but I don't care. I just could chat with myself. But here's like a road to one of the houses, a driveway. These are the people that I walk with sometimes. Second mile. So I usually walk, a couple miles. I walk like 3 or 4 miles. But it says it's a slow connection. But anyways, I don't mind going walking, especially right now. It's kind of cool down here by the river. So like here's one other house on the road. They have a lot of people. And then there's this house, which is a bigger house. That's down. Connect. So there's a bigger house. I like their big patio. But yeah, so anyways, we're doing that. So y'all, I had to take my sister's dog to acupuncture. Acupuncture. Now, y'all know I'm nuts about my animals. Cuckoo. Probably too cuckoo. I am cuckoo. I love my animals. But I take my sister's dog to acupuncture. It was the funniest thing. So let me tell you about it. So first off, we go in there, and my sister's dog has a collapsing trachea, so he makes this crazy noise, and he's got butthole cancer, size of a walnut, but it don't hurt him to go potty. And then he's got some kind of spinal something or other. He's 16, and poor thing's all gimped up. So first she gives him a massage with, oh, wait, okay. We can, up here's a trail. I don't know, should we go to the trail? Oh my God, Kenny's on here, my cousin Kenny. Kenny knows all about it. I just told you about it at Daddy's funeral last week. Kenny also knows that we're crazy that we had a guinea pig that had breast cancer that we took for treatment. Kenny, get off of here. I'm telling my story while I'm walking. So, anyways, what happened was that um, they have this machine that puts out lavender. And so she's like, is the machine, whatever that stuff is, making him cough? And I'm like, I don't think so. And so she said, okay, well, first off, we are going to go ahead and I'm kidding, Kenny. I love you. Um, she said we're going to um, rubbing down with some massage with I don't know, whatever that oil is. There's the trail. Like there's a huge trail up through there, but we won't go. Oh my God, sissy. Kenny was just on here. I'm telling the story about Max and taking him to acupuncture. So, anyways, she rubs this oil all over him first, and then after she does that, she hits this little gong, and it goes gong. So then what happens is that she said, now I'm going to adjust him. So she's like a chiropractor. So she adjusts him, and she's like rubbing him down his spine. And I'm like, oh, dear God, Jesus, help us all. So I'm thinking, this is a hoax. So rubbing down the spine, she goes, oh, did you hear that pop? And I was like, no. So then she hits the gong, gong. And we go to the next, I mean, this is it took me 2 hours. So then she hands me this little clay bowl. And it's like a clay bowl that one of my kids would have made me in school. And had all these things like soft treats in it. And she said, these are liver treats. And every time that I stick a needle in, I'm going to tell you now, and you're going to hand him a treat. And I'm like, I'm on it, right? I am on like Donkey Kong. So Max is sitting there, and y'all have seen Max in my videos because I babysit him a lot, or my Instagrams, or all my social medias, all the things. And so, anyways, she's like, yeah, I will tell you when. But she pulls out this little set of needles, kind of like your granny would have had. And they're the kind that are like glued together. There's the water district over there in Cincinnati that buys water from Kentucky. It's across the river. So, anyways, oh, there's another deer. What happened is that it looked like just little needles that she, you know, took, that she takes apart. And so there's the deer crossing over. And there's the river and the water district. And there's a boat cruising on the thing. So, anyways, what happened was that she starts taking apart these needles, right? And so, say this is Max's little head. She would rub around it, and then she'd say, now. And she'd stick it in, and I'd give him a treat. We did this 35 times, y'all. 35 treats. Then she says to me, well, he will now relax, like she's rubbing him all day long, and he might fall asleep because this stirs up all the insides and all the organs, and it relaxes him to help him heal. And she goes, and he might get a stomach ache. And I said, well, that might be because of the 35 treats I just gave him. I couldn't believe it. There's the water district. So I'm like, So then she says, do you need any more Yea I or prostate invigorator for him? I'm like, what? So then my sister has this stuff she puts on his food called Yea I. The scoop is no bigger than my fingernail. And then she sprinkles it on his food. Yep. So that's got to get in the book somewhere. Prostate invigorator. Really? Y'all probably think we're crazy. Oh, well. Anyways, initially I got on here just because I was thinking about, so before I told you the story about Max, I was actually on here because today I was interviewed and somebody said to me, what is something you know? What is something that you know? You will know 110%. And I don't know if she was talking about my business or just about other stuff because I don't know much more than this. I do know, like I said earlier, at the beginning of this, which I don't know how long ago it's been, I know that my purpose, I know for a fact that my books help people escape. I want to walk that little bridge one day and go in that little building. That's just a little walking bridge. That's the one thing I know for sure is that I help people escape, no matter what kind of day they have. And that feels good. One person at a time. That's all I've ever said. So also during this time, this author that was interviewing me asked, how do you do it? What about you being on video? And I don't like being on video. And I said earlier, well, I look like the last rose of summer, y'all, but that's okay because I'm just like you. I'm out here walking for my health. Keep going. I met two ladies when I was in Colorado, and they both were, one was 90 and one was 95. And I said to both of them, what's your secret to your longevity? And they were going strong, man. I mean, no joke, they had they were running the shops. They owned the shops. And both of them said to me, keep moving and love what you do. And I'm keeping on moving, and I sure in the heck love what I do because y'all let me do that. And so then one of them said, and if you're married to a man you don't like, get rid of him. Life's too short. I'm on my fourth one. That made me laugh. So, anyways, that's initially why I got on here. And then I got to showing y'all the road. So then that led into the road story. And then that led into the story of the water district. That led into the story of my day and all the things I had to do. So, anyways, I just really got on to tell y'all that I thought that was a very interesting question. And the one thing I know for sure, that's it. And honestly, it doesn't matter what I look like. I love y'all.